Hey, Froggy,
Yes.
what's your favorite food?
Your mom's pie?
Well, my mom's pie.
Yeah. She tastes good.
Ugh. Hello, everybody. My name is Puppeteen from the Geeky Puppet Show here on the Geeky Puppet Show today. For what? For what?
For what? For what? Are you deaf?
Make
We're here
fun
for
of me?
Kamala Khan and her glowing.
It's for Miss Marvel, okay?
And Kamala Khan.
Yeah, she is Miss Marvel, so there you go.
No, she's not. She's Nightlight.
Oh, that's right, Nightlight. Yeah, that's how she's known in this episode. It's season 1, episode 2, and well, in the last episode, Kamala came into her powers. Just a fair warning to the people: if you did not see spoiler in the spoiler review column, well, you should have reread it. There will be spoilers. If you don't want those and you want to watch the episode yourself, well, you've been warned. But we're going to go full on into it. Froggy is right.
We're going into this shit.
Yeah. Kamala's feeling pretty good about herself after discovering that her gauntlet, her bangle, as it is called. I feel like I'm getting a truncheon nightstick situation here. Her bangle has unlocked her power, and she's feeling really good about herself. She did a little bit of heroin. I mean, she called. I just realized how that sounded.
I did that too.
She did not do any of that. That was all Froggy. Froggy did that.
They call me Mr. Froggle.
Are you Goose Froggo Fring?
Thank you very much. Yes, I'd like some.
Anyway, yes. After her a little bit of heroism, which is not sounding like the other word.
I like the other one.
I'm sure you do. She is feeling good, so she's going around school. She every problem that she had in the school hallway last time, she goes ahead and says, "Well, actually, my name's Kamala," to somebody who accidentally misspoke her name. She didn't correct him last episode, so she does it, and the guy's like, "Oh, okay," and everything's feeling hunky dory.
She has a new gain confidence. And what was the song that was playing while she's playing? When she was doing it, do you recognize it?
No.
Oh, dang it! I'm too tired to remember.
I can't remember either. I think actually there's a good bit of music in this show that does kind of, it has a beat.
Honestly, this show has better music and better acting than Captain Marvel.
Yes, Miss Marvel has pushed past Captain Marvel, and not to say anything that's supposed to be negative, but even Miss Marvel herself, the actress, I can't remember her name right now. I'm so sorry, but she said that Captain Marvel's not her favorite movie. If you look at her Letterboxd, she rates it 2 out of 5 stars. It's kind of funny. It is. But, she's still a fan. Here, though, she goes ahead and settles with Bruno that she needs to go ahead and work on training.
And we can talk about Bruno because over 2,000 people are tweeting about him.
Yeah, we can talk about Bruno now. Bruno in this episode, he actually he has a little trouble because Kamala, overhearing Zoe, the popular girl, who's bragging about being saved by a superhero, gives her the name Nightlight. She says that she's going to have a party to celebrate the fragility of life. Yeah. And Kamala says we should go. She wants to go. She wants to get involved. That confidence it's kicking her up a notch. It's kind of the opposite of the Spider-Man effect, where you discover you have powers and you have to hide it, and you have to keep it within yourself and just act like your same old self. It's the opposite of that because she's feeling good. But from there, after a little bit of training, she is able to learn that the bangle itself does not cause the power, that it's actually her bloodline. Within her, she's got some magical power that the bangle allows, well, to be revealed.
Yes, the Bengal tiger goes roar. I don't know why they call
Something
it
like
Bengals. It's got a different pronunciation for them because it's just I keep thinking like the Bengals. I'm like, what? Isn't that a team that lost?
Good to see you too, Tillium. No, it's the Bengals.
I love the Bengals. Walk like Egyptians.
But from there, we actually get pretty quick to the party. She has a moment with her mom. Her mom has pretty much forgiven her, and she says, "Okay, Kamala, you can go ahead to your party." And
she cons a mom in this one again.
What?
She doesn't tell she says, we're going to Zoe's party. Yeah, don't worry, Bruno will be there. But she doesn't say that it's a party with drinking and a bunch of people. And yeah. The only reason she wanted because the new cute high school kid there is there. And what does that kid do? Does a fun forward flip, somersault flip. With his pants on and his shirt off. Then he gets up. And I gotta say, this show is still it's for little kids. It's not little kids, but I mean it's for teenagers, not adults really as much. You think about it.
Think of it as a high quality Lizzie McGuire.
Exactly. Exactly. Because when she sees this guy get out of the water, she's got a crush on him. And you see all the different animation stuff going around him, like glowing and stuff. And it's from her personality. She's basically imagining him differently. He's doing the slow motion and all that stuff. It is so creative. I'm surprised because this show is, well, yes, I'm glad he kept his pants on too because mine were already off. We can't have two people with pants off.
What?
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 What? Your mother.
You don't even have legs.
Yeah, that's why I took the pants off. There was no point of them.
Okay, sure. But yeah, no, you're absolutely right. And actually, this the new kid seems to have an interest in Kamala, and so the police arrive on the scene, and thus he quickly says, "Okay, let's get out of here. I have a car," and he packs them all up. And this is where I say Bruno's going to have some issues in this episode because it is clear that Kamala has a crush on. What's his name? Oh geez. Kareem?
Abdul-Jabbar?
Oh, no. Oh, no.
And you thought this show was interesting. It took a spin.
That's not what I said. I can't remember. Listen, it was like 15 minutes ago.
I haven't eaten at all since yesterday. And
Froggy.
I need sleep too.
Please check out the Ko-Fi. Donate so Froggy can eat.
So far, it shows 0 people are watching, so I don't know what's going on. So maybe they're here.
But yes, moving on, getting to the nitty gritty of this, Kamala is roped in by her friend who Kamala kind of supports and into running for what was the position?
Assuming what position? What was the position?
Position within the mosque.
Council. She wanted to be on the council, right? Because in their religion, I'm not exactly which it is. It's Muslim, I think. I'm not sure. I'm like, don't quote me on that. The women are not allowed to sit up front with the men, and then they're hidden behind like this barrier. And Kamala thinks she's being a traditional, more American modern version. She doesn't really wear the hijab, only when she's in the actual the church. And Islam, that's what it is, yeah. So basically her friend is upset because, well, we can't hear anything anyway. And the guy up there who's doing the sermon stuff, he says something, he's like, oh, you can be quiet. And so Kamala, who doesn't take shit from anybody anymore, since she got her new confidence, stood up and then basically said, "Well, we can't hear you anyway. Maybe, so maybe if you could speak up a little louder, so we can actually hear you what you're saying, you know." And because where they are in the back, there's mold under the carpets, you know. It just basically that the women's point, you know, is that the guys are more important than the women. That's
that's how they're seen within the mosque, and thus that is why her friend has decided
council,
with Kamala's pep talk to run for the council, and so that's what's going on when they have an event later that day. However, there is trouble. I would say there's big trouble, but it's actually tall trouble.
Because I thought actually there was trouble before that at the party. Bruno was jealous of the new boy.
Yeah, I already said that. Bruno in this is jealous. So far, he is so jealous that
at the party. At the party, he was getting jealous too. He dressed up nice, you know, and stuff, you know, and just Kamala just kind of ignored him. You know, but then
fair, her friend made her run all over the place.
Yeah, well, yes. So yes, this kid, probably like 10 or 12, has an iPhone. I don't know why he has an iPhone. It's just the way New York is, I guess, with kids and he's getting the phone. He's up in the bell tower, whatever it is, and he's taking selfies with Instagram, or actually probably Snapchat, because they said Snap, because the two girls behind her were doing Snapchat and they're in the prayer session.
It doesn't really matter. He was taking selfies.
Yeah, so he had a filter on and he fell. So he's hanging by this curtain out there. Everybody, his phone drops. And he screams for help. And then everybody sees him at a party. Kamala slips out, gets in John's into her Captain Marvel or Captain America. Oh wait, Captain. What's her name again? Yeah, it is Captain Marvel. Yeah, that's right. It is. Yeah. It's tired. I need food.
Jeez, Froggy. Okay, deep breath. Yes, she is wearing her Captain Marvel costume, and she goes ahead and she runs to try and save him. And she mostly succeeds. She has to go ahead. There's some humorous moments in here that are they're cheesy and fun, but cheesy fun is okay. I like that. And ultimately, she does save him. However, halfway through, she has a vision of a woman.
Second time she had a vision.
Yeah. She is starting to have some complications with the bangle because visions are happening throughout the day. Like she passed out at dinner during this episode, but they brush over that. And she wants to find out what happened to her great-grandma, because apparently she did something to shame the family.
So bad. And when, of course, she asks all the ladies at the party, everyone gives her, like, the gossip. Nothing's concrete.
No.
But her mom doesn't want to talk about it, wants her to drop it. Her mom's obviously embarrassed. I guarantee her mom, the grandma used the bangles, the gauntlets, to call them, and stood up to somebody and probably caused somebody to die. And she was shamed because she's a woman, so they had to leave because in their country, remember, you're servants, especially in some of these Arabic countries, they're not nice places to live if you're gay or a woman, because you're property and you're it's just horrible. But that's getting off track here. But
a little too far off track.
Well, I mean, but when you have this kind of culture and you bring into a show and what else you're going to go to, because it's what it is. It sucks that there are people that are evil. Yep.
Yeah.
But I think the grandma is. I don't think the grandma was an evil person or like that. I think the grandma stood up for her beliefs like Kamala Khan did, and that's why everybody hates her.
It could be something like that, in which the family felt forced to leave. But we're not sure, and we don't get a concrete answer yet in this episode. We actually are kind of in trouble. Why? Because, well, we learned about the agency. We don't know who they are yet or exactly what they're doing. They interview Zoe that we talked about earlier. And from her, they're able to get some information on what what this new superhero, Nightlight, what she looked like. And using that, they go ahead and start searches in mosques and various other places, but mostly mosques. That was the highlight of it. And thus, ultimately, they do catch her after she saves the boy. The boy has a sprained ankle, but he'll be okay. It would have been better than being street pizza.
Yep.
And so these people, this agency, comes after Kamala, who goes on the run quickly. And that's when she's able to just step over them using her crystalline powers. I don't know how you would describe them.
Her purple crystal powers, basic energy powers.
Her energy powers, yes. She's able to go ahead over them. She crashes the two drones into each other. That's kind of cool. She actually just swatted one down with her fist. That was fun, too. But she falls past a truck, and that's when a car pulls up. It's her new love interest. And he says, "Get inside." She does. And behind is a woman who says, "Kamala, I've wanted to meet you for a long time." And it's his mom. She's a beautiful woman.
Yeah, she actually is.
She actually is. Yeah, she is. Yeah. And that's where the episode leaves off. No end credit scenes here. But it is a solid episode, in my opinion. I think that this series is a lot of fun, which is good. I like that kind of energy. With most of the Disney Plus shows, there is this serious tone that's stuck through with them. Even Hawkeye at times could, while it was a lot more fun than the other few, it could get real serious for moments. But here, we're having a good time. We have good energy that I vibes with me personally, as the kids would say. And I'm looking forward to continuing.
Yeah.
I hear Froggy in my mind. Do you have any other final thoughts on the episode, Froggy?
Final thoughts. Make sure you put the correct tags down before you go live. Palpatine.
Wow.
Other than that, for all the people who are just saying it's a horrible woke show, you're not watching it. And if you're watching it, you are very butt sensitive to things that don't exist. You're chasing ghosts, and quit being a black pill person. Open up your mind and realize you're allowed to be you don't have to be an NPC and hate everything. You're allowed to make your own opinion on YouTube. Yeah, it's called freedom. Don't be a drone. Don't listen to us. Don't listen to anybody else. Make your own opinions, and that's it.
That's right.
That's all
the reason why we do these things is to let our thoughts be known and to spark interest, whether it's good interest or bad interest. And I think this should be good interest because this is a solid show. It might not be for everyone, but that's okay. Everything doesn't have to be. As long as there are good elements to it that most people can enjoy, it's good. That's how it should be.
Yep.
But with that said, we want to remind you to please like, comment, and subscribe. Leave, like we said, comment. We want to hear your thoughts. If you're watching this show, go ahead and say what you're thinking thus far down below. Also, make sure to, check out the Ko-Fi. If you can, it helps out a lot. We'll have more readings coming out real soon. And, we'll be doing more reviews. Wednesday, it's a big review day. Quite a few things. Superman and Lois. Isn't Superman and Lois on hold for another week?
It's on hold this week, but
no Superman and Lois, but The Flash and the season finale of Kung Fu and Obi-Wan Kenobi later. Yeah, a whole lot of things. So be on the lookout for that.
Speaking of Kung Fu, I saw on a context line from the main actress who said, "Tell everyone I love them."
Yeah.
I'm worried.
Yeah. Well, especially Froggy especially wants you to let them know that
for Mia, let her live.
Froggy, yeah. I hope they keep up the good work too. And as long as they do, I will continue to show my support because that's how it works. All right. Thank you so much for watching. We're going to see you next time. See you real soon. Bye!
Later, Gators.
Your mother.
Trebek.